This is Radio Nepal. I'm Kaushal Khemire with the news. The headlines first. House Speaker Agni Prasad Sapkota directs government to inform Parliament about its decision regarding U.S. State Partnership Program. 40th Memorial Day of the first democratically elected Prime Minister of Nepal, Bishweswar Prasad Koirala, being marked today. Government preparing to bring Nepali migrant workers under Social Security Scheme. And Draupadi Murmu elected as the new President of India. Now the news in detail. House Speaker Agni Prasad Sapkota has directed the government to inform the Parliament about the government's decision on Nepal's stand on participation in the U.S. State Partnership Program and its implementation. Speaking in the meeting of the House of Representatives yesterday, most of the lawmakers questioned why the government did not write to the U.S. stating Nepal's non-participation in the State Partnership Program. Earlier, the government was said to have decided about Nepal's non-participation in the SPP. Noting the lawmakers' voice yesterday, Speaker Sapkota issued a ruling to the government to clarify the matter. The Parliament meeting also decided to extend the tenure of the Prov Committee formed to investigate an unauthorized person's involvement in the current fiscal year's budget formulation for 7 days. Likewise, the House meeting unanimously endorsed the proposal seeking consideration on the Kathmandu Valley Public Transport Management Authority Bill 2020. Similarly, lawmakers stressed the need of curbing price hike and asked the government to set up fair prices shops to help people. A delegation of the World Association of Public-Private Partnership Units and Professionals yesterday paid a courtesy call on Prime Minister Shabada Dewar. On the occasion, Prime Minister Dewar urged the delegation to become goodwill ambassadors of Nepal to spread the message that Nepal was a rising destination for investment. The Prime Minister shared that Nepal wanted expert consultation from the association for promoting long-term investment in various sectors of Nepal, including tourism, health, education, and science and technology. Likewise, Chairperson of the World Association of Public-Private Partnership Units and Professionals, Ziad Alexandre Hayek, said Nepal could receive more domestic and foreign investments by enhancing its service delivery. Former Finance Minister Janardhan Sharma has said that he has candidly responded to the most of the questions asked by the Parliamentary Committee. The Parliamentary Investigation Special Committee formed by the House of Representatives questioned former Finance Minister Sharma yesterday on the issue of the alleged involvement of unauthorized person in course of finalizing the budget of the current fiscal year. After coming out of the committee's meeting yesterday, former Finance Minister Sharma said he gave clear answers to the queries put by the committee. In the meeting, Sharma asserted that no unauthorized person was brought and no illegal work had been done in course of preparing the budget. He argued that he himself, in the capacity of Finance Minister, had changed the rate of tax and no unauthorized person was involved for it. The 40th Memorial Day of the first democratically elected Prime Minister of Nepal, Bishweswar Prasad Koirala, is being marked today, organizing various programs across the country. Koirala, who had fought hard for the establishment of democracy in Nepal, died on 6th Shravan in 2039 Bikram Samvat at the age of 67. Koirala is known for his literary work as much as he is known for his politics. He is considered a pioneer of the genre realism in Nepali literature. Some of his popular works include Tin Khumti, Modi Aina, Hitler ra Yahudi, and Sumnima, among others. Nepal recorded 435 new COVID-19 cases with no casualties yesterday. The Ministry of Health and Population confirmed the cases after testing 3,569 samples. With this, the number of active infection cases has hit 2,537 across the country. 56 infected people got rid of the COVID-19 yesterday itself. Minister for Education, Science and Technology, Devendra Paudel, has said the move to padlocking the universities would not be acceptable. Addressing a program in Kathmandu yesterday, Minister Paudel urged the students and bodies concerned not to padlock the university, hampering the regular teaching-learning activities. Minister for Labour, Employment and Social Security, Shehbadu Kumar, has pressed an idea for involving Nepali migrant workers in the Social Security scheme. In his address to a workshop on foreign employment, investment in Social Security and foreign currency reserve in Kathmandu yesterday, Minister Kumar said the government would have its own model to incorporate foreign migrant workers into the Social Security Fund. 39 various human rights organizations have called for rectifying the lapses in the bill for the amendment of the Investigation of Enforced Disappeared Persons and Truth and Reconciliation Commission Act 2014 that the government registered in the Parliament on the 15th of July in 2022. These human rights organizations have also expressed full solidarity with the valid and serious concerns expressed by the victims' community on the bill. Nepali mountaineer Sanu Sherpa has set a climbing record by scaling all the world's 14 peaks higher than 8,000 meters for a second time. 47-year-old Sherpa made the achievement after ascending Pakistan's Ghashir Broom second on Thursday. Sherpa's Pioneer Adventure Hiking Company informed that he is the only person in the world to scale each of the 14 highest mountains twice. 8 of the 14 highest peaks, including Mount Everest, are in Nepal. You're listening to Radio Nepal's 8 a.m. English News Bulletin. On to some international updates. Draupadi Murmu, a tribal politician, has been elected as the new President of India. The candidate of the governing Bharatiya Janata Party, the 64-year-old former teacher, comes from Odisha state and has had a stint as a state governor. Murmu is the country's first tribal leader in the top post. The president in India is the head of the state but does not exercise executive powers. He or she is elected by the members of both the houses of the parliament and of the legislative assemblies of the states and federally administered union territories. Meanwhile, President of Nepal, Vidya Devi Bhandari, and Prime Minister Shehbadu Dewa have congratulated Indian President Murmu and have wished her a successful tenure at the office. Security forces in Sri Lanka have raided the main anti-government protest camp in capital Colombo and have begun pulling down tents. Hundreds of troops and police commandos moved on to the protesters outside the presidential offices hours before they were due to leave the area. A BBC video journalist was beaten by the army and one soldier snatched his phone and deleted videos. It comes after Ranil Wickremesinghe was sworn in as president. Sri Lanka's ex-president Gotabaya Rajapaksa fled the country last week. Now, the general weather forecast for the country for today. According to the Meteorological Forecasting Division, the weather will be generally to mostly cloudy in the hilly regions of the country and partly to generally cloudy in the rest of the country. Light to moderate rain with thunder and lightning is likely to occur at some places in the hilly region of the country and at a few places in the rest of the country. With this, we have almost come to the end of this news bulletin. But before wrapping up, let's have a reminder of the headlines once again. House Speaker Agni Prasad Sapkota directs government to inform Parliament about its decision regarding U.S. state partnership program. 40th Memorial Day of the first democratically elected Prime Minister of Nepal, Visheshwar Prasad Koirala, being marked today. Government preparing to bring Nepali migrant workers under Social Security scheme. And Draupadi Murmu elected as the new President of India. Well, that's all the news we have for this bulletin. Our next bulletin in English will be at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website www.onlineradionepal.gov.np. Keep listening to Radio Nepal and have a good day.